TunePocket.com. TunePocket.com.
Good day. Good day to everyone out there, and welcome to the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's get to it. So I saw a post. It was by Suicide Prevention Awareness, I believe it's called. Okay. And the post said that the post described people who are suicidal don't need to be pushed away. They need to be loved, and they need to be compassionate with them. Okay. So I saw the photo, and then I read the post, and the post consisted of their 15-year-old son who was asked to leave school. Okay. Who was asked to leave private school because he had mentioned to his teachers and his students about his thoughts of suicide, and his teachers wanted him to leave because he talked negatively about himself. And the teacher said it's easier to teach when he is not around. That's what the teacher said. The teachers honestly thought that it would be easier to teach by not having him around because they were uncomfortable with the word suicide. And that's the teachers of that's the teachers of his child who's suicidal. By telling you these things, they're blind to the fact that they're actually asking for help. They're blind to the fact that they're actually asking for help. And so just doing those kids, doing him specifically a disservice by kicking him out of a private school and more or less saying deal with it on your own. Okay. And so this is why people stay silent. This is why people stay silent about their mental health, about their struggles with depression, anxiety, suicide. This is why people stay silent, because they fear that they will be this. They'll be judged. People will push them away, like the teachers and some students did. Okay. And that's why a lot of people stay silent. Okay. And the ones who you tell who love you the most, who are supposed to be there for you, get a little, they don't get a little uncomfortable. They get uncomfortable when you say, hey, I'm thinking about ending my life. I'm thinking about this, thinking about that. And I did a video a few weeks ago on suicidal versus suicide. Suicidal, everybody gets irritated. No one believes you who do it. They're just attention seeking. And then when the actual suicide happens, it's like, oh, I wish I saw the signs. I should have been there. I should have done this. I should have done that. And so we have just got to eliminate this stigma about suicide, okay? Because I'm about to share with you a hold on. Let me find it. Here it is, yeah. So I'm about to read you a tweet that I saw by Suicide Prevention Awareness. It says, "My brother died from depression. He also frequently exercised, had supported friends and family, was successful in work and school. He had goals he was constantly reaching, and he still ended his life. People who are depressed are not weak minded. They are sick. Understand this." Okay. Yeah, so people who are depressed, we're not weak minded. We're not lazy. We're not attention seeking, okay? It's really more cry out for help. And when we tell you these things, we are trusting you, our best friends, our family who love us the most. We're trusting you to be there for us who tell you these thoughts. But tell you what's going on. But as this post says, teachers thought it was easy to just push the kid out, rather than just give him the help that he was asking for when he said this. And people think it's a lot better, it's a lot safer if you just push them out, push them away, because they're uncomfortable about the word suicide. So let's talk about it more. Let's eliminate this stigma. Be the voice. Let's have real conversations. Talk saves lives, okay? Okay? And there's always hope. There's always hope. And so I want to show you something else. Now I saw a TEDx talk, and it was called Casually Suicidal. Okay, it was called Casually Suicidal. And there was this student who was in college. She was talking about casually suicidal, talking about how suicide is something that people are actually joking about now. And she was talking about that. And she was talking about her brush with anxiety, how she had a panic attack, and how she drove herself to the ER. And she went home the next morning. She got back to her dorm in college, and she was talking to her best friend the next night. And she said she could see that there was a glimmer of confusion in her eyes. And check out what her best friend had to say next. Check it out.
"You've always known what I thought about people who want to kill themselves. Let them. They're weak, and we're better off without them. I don't talk to my best friend anymore. I don't know where they are or what they're doing with their life. And I don't think they're a bad person. We were so young. And if you hadn't dealt with mental illness directly, you don't know it. And if you weren't educated properly, how are they supposed to know what to do, what to say, how to feel? Discomfort is what drove us apart. Discomfort crumbled our relationship. I feel sorry for them. And I feel sorry for every little boy who can't cry, and every little girl who can't get angry, because they have to keep it inside. Because if they let it out, they would make the other people uncomfortable, and we're told that that's wrong. Discomfort.
Now just imagine somebody saying that to you. imagine somebody saying that. Imagine somebody who's supposed to be your best friend, who someone in your family who says that, that to you. And she said it perfectly. Discomfort is what drove her and her best friend apart. And some people, when you even mention the word suicide, they get uncomfortable. Okay. They start, like, mention the word suicide to them. They're like, yeah. And I think when you deal with depression and you deal with thoughts of suicide and you tell your friends, you tell your family, I think people who are depressed can, I think we pay a little bit more attention to the facial reactions, the tone of the voice, because we can probably detect the slightest bit of hesitation or the slightest bit of discomfort. Okay. So, yeah. Let's stop the stigma. Let's have real conversations. Let's talk about it. It may be uncomfortable, but it has to be talked about. How else are we gonna erase stigma if we don't talk about it? All right, that's it, and that's all. The Sean Farrell podcast. I'm out of here. Peace out. God bless.